I recently picked up the PlayStation Portal, which retails for $199. This new device is a dedicated remote play device that acts as a second screen for those looking to take their PS5 experience on the road when their TV is in use or when they want to go to another room. In the box, you get a USB-C charging cable and the PlayStation Portal player. Taking a first look at the device, you notice the size of it and the comfort of the controller. Truly a DualSense feel with a massive 8-inch screen in the middle and a glossy finish. Now, admittedly, I was skeptical of its design at first, but holding it in person, the device is sleek and feels premium. We have all our regular buttons you would find in a DualSense, the addition of a power button, volume buttons, and a PlayStation Link button. The touchpad is located in two boxes, one on the left and one on the right side of the screen. Two speakers, a microphone, and a headphone jack at the bottom, as this will not support Bluetooth. Now, when it comes to the setup, when you first boot up that PlayStation Portal, you'll be prompted with choosing the language you would like. Then you will be asked to connect to a network. Once you have connected to a network, you'll be prompted to download and install the latest software update. Once this is done, the system will restart and update your controller, PS Link device software, and reboot once more. Now we can finally log into the device, and this can be done through your phone, which is also easier, or manually by logging in with your account details. Once you're logged in, you can choose the PS5 you want to connect to in case of having more than one, and the portal takes a few minutes to connect. Once ready, hitting X will let you take control of the selected PS5. Side note, if your PlayStation is already on or the portal device is in rest mode, it only takes a mere second to connect. There are a few options you can work with once you have everything set up within the portal itself. If you slide over the sidebar, you have the ability to disconnect, change the PS5 you are connected to, and connect to a product with PlayStation Link. Now, it is an important note that there are no current products that support PlayStation Link, so I cannot demonstrate this. Moving on, there's a brightness bar, airplane mode, and a settings tab. Within the settings, there's a network system, display, and brightness, and controller tab, as well as the option to sign out. The settings are very minimal and all related directly to the portal itself, so don't expect anything crazy. Most of those settings will be adjusted within the PS5 itself. So how does the portal serve its purpose of being a second screen? Well, simply put, it does a great job with a few drawbacks. Jumping into Spider-Man is a relatively smooth experience. The latency is there, but most of the time, it's incredibly hard to tell. The 1080p screen with 60 Hz refresh looks awesome and allows for a much better experience than I had with the remote play on the mobile phone. A big factor will be your internet speeds, and naturally with PlayStation Link, using it at home near the console will allow for a much smoother experience. I have a 1.5 gigabit internet speed, so my network was not a problem, and whether on Wi-Fi with my PS5 in the living room or in my game room with an Ethernet connection, the experience felt indistinguishable. Now, that's not to say there wasn't degradation at any point or slight bumps during playtime, as there was, but nothing to really ruin the experience. Ultimately, understanding this is a remote play device will get expectations in check for what the experience should look like. So one thing that I feel needs to be clear is that you're going to have a wonderful time playing single-player games like Spider-Man, Final Fantasy, Assassin's Creed, Astro's Playroom. They all felt natural. The controller felt comfortable, and the big screen made me forget I was actually playing remotely over the internet, and that's because I was playing single-player games. Once I moved over to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 in an online match, it was immediately noticeable that this device is not a viable option for online games that require precise timing. I simply could not compete and was outgunned almost every time due to the added latency. In fairness, this was expected, and I would say anyone looking at this device for first-person shooters or fighting games should consider that they will be at a huge disadvantage, not making it a viable option in a competitive setting, and I'd go as far to say not even in a casual setting. However, if you are looking to play your single-player experiences, this device is great, and you won't miss or feel the absence of playing natively on a TV. Now, let's talk about who this device was made for. This is a very particular use case device that not many may understand. This is not for someone who lives alone or has a dedicated space to enjoy their games and loves the best experience possible for their video games. This is also not for anyone who plays competitively. This device in question is for people like myself who have children and a spouse, people who don't have access to their TV or have only one TV in the house and want to still be able to get some game time in. In my case, I have a family and the TV is almost always in use by someone, so being able to play on the PlayStation Portal allows me to get some game time that I otherwise wouldn't. This is also a great device for people who are on the road or those who simply want to game in another room. For people who fit in these categories, it is truly useful and offers a lot of value. The number one thing is understanding what this is and if it will benefit you and improve your gaming experience. For me, it does, and if you fall into these categories I described, I would recommend this device to you as well. Everything feels great, looks great, and provides the experience I'm looking for in a remote player. My only wish is that they supported Bluetooth, as I would have preferred to use the many wireless headphones I have around the house. Even though the speakers are certainly good enough, it's still not the same experience as having a dedicated headset to listen to the game's audio. Let me know if you plan on picking up the PlayStation Portal. Also, leave any questions you may have, and I will do my best to answer them all. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you did not enjoy the video, hit the dislike button. Subscribe if you are new, and share the video to keep the community informed. I thank you all for watching. Take care.